Wednesday morning, Jackie, we are expecting a good amount of rain today. You can see it there on the radar.
Yeah, the rainfall has already started out there this morning, so expect those roadways to be wet. Also some ponding on some of those roadways too later on this morning. We're also seeing some visibility issues because we also have some patchy dense fog for parts of the region. So expect that as you're hitting the roadways on this Wednesday morning. The radar out there right now, though, seeing a break in the action into northern Fairfax County and even for parts of Loudoun County too. However, again, we're still tracking the scattered rain across the region and some pockets of some steadier rain back out towards parts of the I-81 corridor right now. We'll likely see some moderate to even heavy rainfall at times later on this morning into the early afternoon. In those areas down towards Roanoke and Richmond, that batch of rain still has to lift its way north into our area. Also see with that low pressure back out towards our west. And then once that cold front swings across our area, guess what? Those temperatures will be dropping. But out there this morning, it is quite mild, and we're also tracking some patchy dense fog. We're down about 2 miles in Frederick and Martinsburg, Winchester, less than a mile back out towards the mountains region. Annapolis, you're now up to 4 miles of visibility, although there is that dense fog advisory there until 6 a.m. this morning. Here's a view of those current temperatures. Like I said, very mild start to the day. We're into those 50s to low 60s. Currently at the 50-degree mark in Frederick, but we're at the 60-degree mark in D.C. Lower 60s the farther south you go. Lexington Park, very warm. Currently 66 degrees. Now, time it all out with Futurecast to show you what exactly we will see later on today. Well, through the morning, yeah, we're going to be tracking that rain overspraying the region. Some pockets of steady to heavy rain, as indicated by the oranges and reds on your screen. That rainfall rate a little bit higher when you have those colors on the screen. We have those winds mainly out of the south through much of the morning, but as we look ahead towards midday and after that, that's when we start to notice those winds shifting out of the west-northwest, and that's that colder air rushing in from the north and west behind the cold front. So we'll go from these lower 60s by about noon to back in the 40s later on this afternoon. And when you have that big drop in those temperatures so quickly, that's when those winds will pick up. So we could be seeing those wind gusts in excess of 35 miles per hour for much of the region. Farther out towards the west, the mountains region, those higher elevations, talking gusts upwards of 40 miles per hour. And that's where we do have some wind advisories that have been issued. And we'll also see with that colder air that we'll see that switch over from rain to snow back out towards Garrett County and the mountains. But then as we get towards later on this evening, that rain starts to slide out. By about 7 p.m., most areas are drying out. And then we'll see those temperatures continuing to drop. Will be another cold one out there tomorrow morning compared to what we're seeing out there this morning. Feeling much more winter-like out there. You'll definitely need that heavier jacket tomorrow morning, starting off at or below the freezing mark. So heads up into your Thursday morning commute. So overall, how much rain are we talking? We're certainly looking at beneficial rainfall. We do need this rain. We're looking at about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rainfall with locally higher amounts. In terms of snowfall, though, we're looking about 2 to 4 inches of snow back out towards Garrett County. Again, mainly back over towards the mountains region, and we do have a winter weather advisory out that way. That's from noon today, and that will continue through about 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Wind advisory also for Garrett County and right along the spine of the Blue Ridge as well, and that's where we could see the possibility of those gusts upwards of 40 miles per hour. That wind advisory goes into effect at 2 p.m. and that will continue until 9 p.m. So it'll be quite windy out there tomorrow, and with that colder air in place, we're talking about high temperatures right around 40 degrees. It's going to feel much colder than that, but at least we'll have the return of that sunshine through the day for your Thursday. Friday also looking colder, but at least we'll have the sunshine out there and less wind. So here's a view of the rest of that 7-day outlook. Today, DMV first warm day. We have the dropping temperatures. We have the rain. We have the rain switching over to snow back out towards the mountains. Quite a few different things going on with this system out there for the day today. Turning colder and breezy out there tomorrow. Lower 40s with sunshine and less wind Friday. The weekend, middle 40s. Saturday, we're talking lower 50s with some scattered rain returning out there for the second half of the weekend. Shanika's back with the on-point look at those roadways. What are you seeing out there this morning?